David used to think exhaustion was just part of being an adult. Every morning felt like a battle before the day even started. His alarm would ring, and instead of feeling refreshed, he felt drained. His body was heavy. His thoughts were foggy. Even getting out of bed required effort. He blamed work deadlines. He blamed stress. He blamed late nights. But the truth was deeper. His body was slowly losing balance. One quiet morning, as sunlight stretched across his kitchen table, he sat holding a warm cup of tea. Beside it was a small jar of cinnamon. Ordinary, familiar, almost invisible in its simplicity. He had seen it thousands of times, sprinkled on desserts or stirred into drinks, never once imagining it carried compounds powerful enough to support his health. That morning, he added a small pinch to his tea without much thought. He didn't expect transformation. He didn't expect change. But sometimes change begins quietly. Sometimes healing starts with something small. Inside David's body, there was an invisible war happening every single day. Stress from work increased cortisol levels. Processed foods introduced unstable molecules. Environmental toxins created free radicals that attacked his healthy cells. This process, known as oxidative stress, slowly damages tissues, speeds aging, and drains energy. He couldn't see it, but his cells were fighting constantly to repair themselves. Cinnamon contains powerful antioxidants, especially polyphenols, which help neutralize free radicals before they cause damage. Think of antioxidants as tiny shields, protecting each cell from harm. As David continued adding cinnamon to his daily routine, those protective compounds began circulating through his bloodstream. They supported his natural defense systems. The silent damage began to slow. His cells weren't under constant attack anymore. Instead of merely surviving, his body started stabilizing. And when the body feels protected, energy slowly returns. One of David's biggest frustrations was unpredictable energy. After eating, especially sugary snacks, he would feel a quick burst of alertness followed by an overwhelming crash. His blood sugar levels were spiking and dropping rapidly. These fluctuations left him irritable, shaky, and mentally drained. Cinnamon has been studied for its ability to improve insulin sensitivity. That means it helps the body use insulin more effectively, allowing glucose to enter cells where it can be used for energy instead of building up in the bloodstream. As days passed, David noticed something subtle but powerful. His energy didn't spike dramatically anymore. It felt steady, calm, consistent. He could focus through the afternoon without desperately reaching for another cup of coffee. His body was finally learning how to regulate itself. And when blood sugar stabilizes, everything begins to feel more balanced: mood, concentration, even sleep. With reduced oxidative stress and steadier blood sugar levels, inflammation in David's body began to decrease. Chronic inflammation is often silent. It hides behind joint stiffness, muscle aches, fatigue, and even brain fog. Cinnamon contains natural, anti-inflammatory compounds that help calm this internal irritation. Gradually, David noticed his knees didn't ache as much when climbing stairs. His shoulders felt less tense at the end of the day. His body felt lighter. Inflammation is like a constant low-level fire inside the body. When it cools down, tissues repair more efficiently. Muscles recover faster. Energy that was once spent fighting inflammation becomes available for living. He didn't feel superhuman. He simply felt normal again, and normal felt extraordinary. David's heart was another silent worker benefiting from this small habit. The cardiovascular system depends on healthy cholesterol levels and smooth circulation. Elevated LDL cholesterol and triglycerides can strain blood vessels and increase risk of heart disease over time. Some studies suggest cinnamon may help reduce harmful lipid levels while supporting healthy circulation. As blood flowed more freely, his heart didn't have to work as hard. He began walking in the evenings without feeling short of breath. His stamina improved. A healthy heart doesn't announce itself loudly, but when it's supported, you feel endurance, you feel strength, you feel steady. Beyond his heart and muscles, David noticed fewer seasonal colds. His immune system felt stronger. Cinnamon contains antimicrobial and antifungal properties that may help the body combat certain pathogens. More importantly, antioxidants and reduced inflammation create an environment where immune cells function optimally. His body responded faster to threats. Minor illnesses didn't linger as long. He felt resilient. There's something deeply reassuring about knowing your body can defend itself. That resilience built confidence inside him. His mental clarity improved in ways he hadn't expected. Cinnamon may support brain health by improving blood flow and protecting neurons from oxidative stress. With better circulation, his brain received more oxygen and nutrients. He found himself remembering conversations more clearly. He completed tasks with better focus. Brain fog slowly lifted. Mental sharpness is something many people take for granted until it fades. When clarity returned, it felt like someone had opened a window inside his mind, letting fresh air in. Emotionally, stability followed physical balance. Stable blood sugar meant fewer mood swings. Reduced inflammation meant less underlying discomfort influencing his temperament. When the body feels safe and balanced, the mind follows. He felt calmer in stressful situations. He responded instead of reacting. Small irritations no longer overwhelmed him. Health isn't just physical, it's emotional. And as his body stabilized, his emotional resilience grew stronger. What amazed David most was how simple the change had been. No extreme diets, no expensive programs, just consistency. A small sprinkle of cinnamon in his tea each morning. Sometimes in oatmeal, sometimes blended into smoothies. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't complicated. But health is rarely built through dramatic bursts of effort. It's built through daily habits. Small choices repeated consistently over time create momentum. That momentum becomes transformation. Looking back, David realized something powerful. Nature often provides support long before we recognize it. Cinnamon had been used for centuries in traditional medicine systems for its healing properties. Modern research continues exploring its benefits, from blood sugar regulation to antioxidant protection. But beyond science, there was a deeper lesson. The body is always trying to heal. It constantly seeks balance. Sometimes it just needs gentle support. Cinnamon wasn't a miracle cure. It didn't replace medical care, but it acted as a partner to his body's natural systems. And through that partnership, he rediscovered energy, clarity, strength, and confidence. Sometimes the smallest daily habit can begin the biggest transformation.